What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. So it is time for another Super Elemental quest, and it is the Dark Super Elemental this time. And we have a brand new hero featured in the portal. So this guy, Vander, looks like he's ready to take some people on with these light grenades. I do kind of like this one. Kind of like kitsch art a little bit, but he's going to be featured alongside Gas Steel. So we're going to have a look at this bro today. We'll see what he's all about. So without any further ado, let us take a closer look at Vander. So he is, of course, a dark hero. He is of the wizard class. Wizard class is nice. Gives him the chance to apply the Jinx, which is really cool because it deals extra damage on top of his special, and we're going to see what this guy's all about in just a moment. But he is primarily focused upon dealing damage, and sometimes that is all you need, so hopefully that's okay. In terms of the family bonus, we all know by now these heroes spawn power gems. They can spawn up to 5 on the board per element, so per hero that you have, and it deals an extra 20 damage to a random enemy each turn until it's matched. So that's a pretty decent family bonus, just a little bit of a minor annoyance. And the troop mastery is really good because it gives them extra elemental damage against troops of the stronger element, or they receive less damage from troops of the stronger element. They do more damage with their troops against the weaker element. So it's really good. It's just boosting the troops of the hero. And then if we look across to the right hand side of his card, we can see he benefits from the ailment immunity, which is a fantastic ether talent. At the start of each battle, this hero is immune to new status ailments for 6 turns, so a pretty long time. You cannot give him any status ailments. You need to dispel that block first, and then you can put down the status ailment. So it is pretty tricky to deal with Vander. So that is a really, really good ether talent if you do decide to go for the second limit breaks and emblems. Now, getting into the meat of the character, we'll look at the max power preview off. We'll look at the stats. So a pretty high stats, but also very, very balanced. You can see there his attack and defense stat are almost exactly the same, just over 1100. And his health is at 1854. So really good balanced stats for this hero. He doesn't lean more to the defense or more to the attack. He's just pretty standard across the board. Now, hopefully, he's going to be doing some good things. Let's take a look at what matters, which is this guy's special. So, for Vander, his special is called Gloom grenades. You can see them hanging off of his belt there. So, he deals 450% damage to the target. So, it starts out at fast speed being a single target snipe for 450%. All right, cool. The target then gets silenced for 3 turns. All right, little bit better. And if there are 6 or more dark shields on the board, the damage and the status elements are dealt to the target and nearby enemies instead. Hold up. This is where it gets good. So 450% damage to 3 enemies and silencing 3 enemies. So a hit 3 for 450% plus the silence for 3 turns at fast speed. Now that to me is a really, really strong special. I mean, for those of you who don't, I use Costume 2 Li Zhu all the time. And she is such an effective hero, even at the 5-star level, going up against sort of mega strong defenses and things like that. That silence for 3 turns is absolutely invaluable. And the hit that she does, I think, is about 270. So it's only going to take 6 or more dark shields on the board. So there is a caveat to that. But that would, to me, be the sweet spot for this guy's special, would be when you've got 6 or more dark shields on the board, this guy's going to hit 3 and silence 3. If you can't muster 6 shields on the board, at least you do get a silence to 1, so it's still a good special. But at 6 tiles or more, it becomes a great special. So yeah, I like it so far. And I think I know what's coming next. So if there are 12 or more dark shields on the board, the damage and status elements are dealt to all enemies instead. This is huge. I think I might be wrong now, but I don't know if Mickey does because I don't have Mickey, but I think this is the first time that we're seeing a whole team silence. So yeah, it's a strong effect. But you do need 12 or more dark shields on the board, which is going to take some doing. and some counting and some maths in the middle of a battle when you might just not want to do that. So if you can't do that, if you don't have time to, just look for those 6 Dark Shields, and this guy's going to be an absolute beast. But if you wait for those 12s, you can silence the whole team and deal 450% damage to all enemies, technically at fast speed. But if you have to wait for the tiles, it's going to take a bit longer. So do we like Vander? I like him. I think he's going to be a freaking beast. I really like the way this guy works. I like the way that he's running at fast speed. There has to be a caveat in here, otherwise he's too strong. So I don't mind the fact that you do need at least 6 or more Dark Shields to make him, a super strong hero. But that being said, he is a freaking awesome hero. I do like him a lot, and I think you'd be doing very well if you do pull Vander from this portal. So yeah, pleasantly surprised, to be honest. And that ether talent as well, the element immunity, I think really works with him. So that is a good tick in the right box. As far as the super elementals in the dark element, we don't have that many that are that good. So I think he's probably right up there with some of the best super elementals that you've got in this portal at the moment. I mean, I can't sort of scroll through, and I don't think they give you the super elementals right off the bat. They only give you, they do. Yeah. So, I mean, if you compare him to, Gastiel's just a Titan specialist. He does work on some defensive teams, but not very well. We had him on a few defenses in the War of Three Kingdoms battle recently, and he just got creamed. Like literally every single battle was zeros. So yeah, he doesn't really work that well as part of a defensive team, but you can find a massive spot for him on offensive teams, and also obviously against Titans, he's just the best hero in the game. Akonia really takes a little while to get going, so I'd rank him over Akonia. Just want to remember his name, Vander. I'd rank him over Griffix at slow speed. I wouldn't rank him over Farah. I mean, she does have like a similar effect, but like her multi-hit special is just insane. So yeah, maybe not over Farah, maybe on the same. I would probably put him close to or almost exactly the same as Farah in terms of how good he is. And that's about it. So he's definitely in the upper echelon of what we've got so far from this portal. So huge congratulations if you do pull Vander. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about him. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. As always, like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.